Hi, third grade. Okay, we are going to talk about an artist whose name is Andy Warhol. If you can't make it to the art Zoom, we click on the links to show some of his works and some of his biography. Here is, not there. Oh, here we go. Andy Warhol, 1928 to 1987. He was a pop artist, and that means the pop part of it means that he used popular things that were popular at the time. When he was a kid, he was sick for a while, and his mom fed him Campbell's soup every day. So he used a soup can in a lot of his artwork. Here's one that I was working on today, just recreating it. And one thing about him is that when he created something, he made more than one of it, multiple images. There's a poster in the art room of Marilyn Monroe, a lady with blonde hair. That is a poster of one of his artworks. And if you watch the video, you'll see that it says one of those originals sold for like $83 million, which is a ton of money. So anyway, what we're creating are cylinders, different kinds. Right? A cylinder is like a cake. When you were in first grade, we created cylinders because we were making all those different cakes by the artist Wayne Thiebaud. So this should be something that will come back to you as we work, as you go along. Let me get a piece of paper. On one side, I want you to draw with a pencil, and have your eraser handy if you need it, 5 different cylinders, or 5 cylinders. So the first step, if you can't remember, we're going to start with, even though we know cylinders are round, we're creating a flat oval. Okay? And if you're making a glass or a mug, here's some that I made the other day. This looks sort of like a paint can. Here's a hot chocolate mug. This might be some sort of teacup, a glass, a soup can, like Andy Warhol would create. Okay? So we have the top. We need to make sure the sides come down. It's not a muffin, right, when we talked about the cakes. I'm going to come in a little bit to make this look like sort of like a tall glass. Oh, look at that. That's terrible. Let's fix that with my good eraser. The bottom is a curve because it's round. Okay? And if this is a glass that you can see through, you might put this little line there. So now it really looks 3D, right? Your table on both sides. And then create 5 more, or 4 more. 5 total. Always start with my top. If I'm going to do a mug for hot chocolate, I like a big mug of hot chocolate. So I'm going to make it kind of tall. A little curve on the bottom. Handle, of course, so you don't burn yourself. Looks kind of like an ear, or the letter C. Boom, there you go. Okay, let's see what else. If you want to do a teacup, like a fancy teacup on a saucer, you have the top, it curves in, so it looks sort of rounded, more rounded than one of these two. Get your handle on there, because teacups have a handle. But then we have a plate, right? Teacups usually sit on a plate, and that's got to be flat like this too. It can't be super round. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Else, I'll try and do a skinny soup can, Campbell's soup. Okay. Anybody eat chicken noodle soup? Okay, so there's 4, and then I'll just do what else? This is a fun mug. You can do a shaped mug, you can do rainbows, you can do any kind of colors you want. Okay? Then after that, after you've done your 5 practice on the back, you're going to fold your paper into quarters. So you have 4 places to draw. This will be your final copy on the front of here. You have your practice ones on the back. And this is where you're going to draw your final, your 4. You're welcome to use whatever kind of tools you have for coloring. You don't need to sit here and watch me color this. That would be boring. Here's one that's finished. And with this one, if you look at it, they are all the same in some ways, but there are some ways that they are different. So you could make this and turn this into a game or a challenge for your family. Spot the differences, tell me how they're the same, that kind of thing. Okay, so practice up on your cylinders and then create 4 of the same basic shape. Choose the one that you're most confident about and draw it 4 times and then color it in different ways. Make it interesting. Have fun.